Lampasas senior Ace Whitehead has a fire burning inside him. He's been like that forever, from showing scouts that his height shouldn't keep him from playing college ball to reaching a height his loved ones always knew was possible. His next chapter is about keeping a promise to a loved one, a burning desire to play for the Burnt Orange.
Expect the ball your way. Be ready for it. Expect it your way. Move around.
The burning sun sets on Lampasas, Texas.
That's the way to paint that corner, Ace. That's the way to paint that corner, baby.
A place where the scalding temperatures are only reflected by the heat coming from the pitcher's mound. And inside Asher Cade Whitehead, appropriately nicknamed Ace, there's a desire that's just as intense as the summer weather. For the past few years, Ace was one of the most electrifying football talents in Central Texas.
Ace Whitehead!
190 career touchdowns, over 14,000 career yards, yet minimal interest from Power 5 programs.
They'd ask how tall I was, and I would be honest with them and tell them, and then they'd tell me they'd call me back, and then...
Crickets.
This is Ace's mom, Kenna.
Probably still have a little resentment for some of those people.
She watched her son stand tall in the pocket, only to see his college recruitment stand still. So late in his senior year, Ace turned up the heat and decided that more important than proving recruiters wrong was proving a loved one right.
We spent so much time together that our bond was pretty much unbreakable.
A loved one who would have loved every second of Ace's journey.
Braden was a great kid. Sweet, kind. They don't come any better.
Braden Summers was Ace's first cousin.
Our bond was more like brothers, really.
His teammate.
Pretty much everything that we were experiencing together.
And his best friend.
One of my earliest memories with him is just being in the front yard, like imagining that we're on the horns playing in the College World Series.
But before they had the chance to fulfill that dream,
he came down with pneumonia, and he also was a MRSA carrier.
2 infections, both targeting his lungs.
From my understanding, the doctor said it was like the perfect storm in his body, and so it allowed the MRSA to flourish, and it settled in his lungs and just destroyed both lungs.
Braden was 13 years old.
It's like having your guts pulled out.
Kirk Whitehead saw his sister lose her son, his son lose a brother, and also the game that brought them together.
I thought that that was a healing mechanism, and at the time it really wasn't.
My love for the game was just totally gone. Being out there just kind of reminded me that, you know, he wasn't there anymore. He wasn't getting to play with me. And so I really just hated being out there.
Ace quit playing baseball for 2 years, focusing instead on football, only to be later burned by a lack of scholarship offers.
We would hear often, he's just not tall enough, he's just not tall enough. We'd be like, have you seen his numbers though?
So with his athletic career at a crossroads,
I got a call from an Austin number.
A call from the Burnt Orange.
That's a childhood dream.
Which reminded him of a burning desire.
When UT showed interest, it was just like the fire ignited.
UT called and offered. It kind of just fixed everything. Braden wouldn't want me to quit. He wouldn't want me to stop playing a game that God's blessed me with the abilities to play at a high level.
It's a desire that's no longer about proving people wrong.
There's no doubt that playing baseball at Texas is where he's supposed to be.
But instead, about proving Braden right.
That was just the biggest dream we both had.
And now it's time for me to go fulfill it for both of us.
Everywhere Ace goes, that there's a little bit of Braden with him.
To do the things that we talked about doing, I mean, it just kind of feels like everything's come full circle.
In Austin, I'm Jake Garcia. So excited to see Ace start his baseball career here at Texas next spring. He's a very good baseball player, and it means even more that he's doing it for someone so special to him.
So inspirational and so heartbreaking at the same time.